ArcelorMittal, driving supply chain transparency and innovation with blockchain. The current world economic system is designed based on a key underlying factor: our inability to trust each other. For this reason, we rely on banks, governments, and other third-party authorities to act as brokers for our transactions. New advancements in technology are enabling businesses to bridge this gap and build better, more efficient cross-border relationships. ArcelorMittal is well positioned to set new standards in the steel industry using blockchain. Rather than centralized data, blockchain enables ArcelorMittal to share key information with all participants in its supply chain at the same time. The data is secured using complex cryptography to ensure only participants with the right key can access the information. In this way, ArcelorMittal can operate in a transparent, traceable, and secure ecosystem directly with its partners and clients, while eliminating the need for third-party intervention, improving process efficiency, and reducing costs. To put it simply, blockchain technology helps transfer the burden of trust from producers and consumers to smart software code. ArcelorMittal's supply chain ecosystem poses exactly the kind of challenges that blockchain seeks to address. Currently, the industry operates in a centralized manner with key information required for a transaction, locked away in organizational silos. BlockGemini has developed a supply chain management system for ArcelorMittal that will bring efficiency, traceability, and security to their business processes, reducing paperwork, manpower requirements, and the overall cost of operations. Using blockchain, all the relevant parties, including the customer, the steel mills, transport agencies, ports, banks, and even the insurance agency, can operate in a trusted, decentralized system where the information required to complete processes is distributed across all participants with the right cryptographic access keys. Let's look at the example of tracking the manufacturing and shipment of steel from a ArcelorMittal steel mill in Antwerp to a consumer in Jebel Ali, Dubai. ArcelorMittal's supply chain management system is built on a private blockchain, which is more suitable for a permissioned ecosystem where trade secrets and financial settlements would not be made public. The platform is accessible by all participants through a desktop or mobile application with an easy-to-use interface. When the customer creates a purchase order on the platform, the information is encrypted and broadcasted to all participants on the network. Though a copy of the purchase order is stored on every participant's node, only those with the relevant key or access level can decrypt this information, which in this particular case would be the sales department, who needs to create a sales order. Once approved, the sales order is passed to the finance team, who prepares a bank guarantee for the customer, after which the order is passed on to the warehouse for fulfillment. This entire documentation process is digitized and automated, eliminating the need for human intervention and paperwork. The relevant details of each transaction are immutably and chronologically stored on the blockchain and visible to all users of the platform. Because the data is distributed, there is no single point of failure, and no single user can alter the details of a transaction without other nodes on the network identifying this. In this way, the chances of fraudulent practices taking place are almost completely eliminated. The process continues with the warehouse verifying the order and sending a request to the factory to manufacture the specialized steel product. The factory procures the raw materials from ArcelorMittal's verified sources and tests them for quality using embedded IoT devices. The IoT devices are programmed using smart contracts to ensure that the raw materials meet the necessary requirements. IoT devices, combined with smart contracts, can help automate processes in steel mills that can be hazardous for humans, thus contributing to the health and safety of employees. The devices digitally record the ore tests and metallurgical test results directly from the machines, encrypt them, and securely store them on blockchain. In this way, authentic details about the product are accessible for verification by all permission parties. Once the quality of the raw materials have been verified, the factory begins manufacturing the products to meet the exact specifications of the customer. Every detail of the manufacturing process is tracked through a combination of manual and digital processes while being recorded on blockchain. Once the finished product has been manufactured, it is transferred to the warehouse and made ready for shipment. With important documents like the invoice, packaging slips, cargo insurance, bill of lading, and customs clearance, all digitally recorded on blockchain. As the Port of Antwerp will be a participant on the network, they are given the necessary clearance to access the documents and verify them before the product reaches the port for shipment. Similarly, the Port of Jebel Ali, Dubai will also have access to the relevant documents, so they can prepare the necessary custom clearances and pay the duties in order to import the product. The Transport Authority would then prepare the delivery advice and transfer the product to the end customer. The end customer will have the necessary access to track the entire journey of the product by simply scanning the QR code attached to that product using a mobile device. All the important transaction details from sourcing the raw materials, testing them for quality, tracking the production process, packaging and shipment can be verified by permissioned users on the platform through the seamless navigation of trusted records on blockchain, rather than going through tons of paperwork in traditional material record books. Once verified, the customer can make the necessary payment for the product, thus completing the process. The entire process is completely traceable and auditable, with permissioned parties on ArcelorMittal's private blockchain network being able to view comprehensive analytics on their manufacturing and supply chain processes based on factual data obtained through blockchain. Additionally, through the application of embedded machine learning algorithms, the company can take intelligent, system-generated business decisions for future operations. In the case of an insurable event taking place during the transportation of the product, all the relevant parties would be notified in real time, and the claim can be settled instantly without any dispute, as all parties can agree on the immutable facts obtained through blockchain. It's obvious that many applications of this technology not only benefit the manufacturers and consumers, but also everyone in between the supply chain process. Blockchain helps increase trust between all parties and improve business and customer relations. It reduces operational and administrative costs, helps improve the health and safety of employees, while reducing the possibility of fraudulent claims by providing real-time product traceability, and eliminating time-consuming processes, unnecessary paperwork, and excess manpower requirements, not to mention avoiding human error by automating multiple processes. The applications of blockchain have only begun to be explored, and some of the largest corporations in the world are beginning to realize the undeniable potential of this technology in shaping the future of the global economy. Being the largest producer of steel in the world, ArcelorMittal is perfectly positioned to be at the forefront of this new digital revolution and lay the foundation for setting unmatched standards in the industry. Find out more about BlockGemini's enterprise solutions by following us on social media or visiting us at www.blockgemini.com.